What is going on, football fans out there? And today I am going to give you my impressions of the early access of Maximum Football. Now, if you guys are waiting for me to put out a full review of this game, that's not going to happen until release on console. I think that me or anybody giving a full review on this game is a little bit asinine just because it's not feature complete. So what you'll probably get is a series of these. With each update, I'll give you my impressions of what this update has brought to the table. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, the first thing right out the gate, we're going to talk about the customization suite. And I get to say they get super thumbs up for this. I've already started creating high school football teams for my high school football universe. I'm doing this in layers. I'm going to do probably videos to kind of counter document this. First, I do a first sweep and I just do all of the uniforms, make sure I try to line them up stat wise as far as cloning teams and everything else. And then the second stage will be I will go through and I will do all the rosters and change the players' names, heights, all the whatnot, all the non-fun stuff. The good thing is the way that you input stuff into the system. It's a lot of copy and pasting from notepads that I have full of data for these high schools. So, you get in here. As far as customization, you are going to knock yourself out. The only gripe that I do have is I'm limited to the number of stadiums. I can't wait until they open that up because, I'm doing 130 high school teams. And as of right now, there is not 130 stadiums or fields in the game. So that's a negative that I have right there thus far. I hope to see them improve that over the course of updates and releases of this game up until its actual release date, not early access. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about, and this is a little bit of definitely a negative. It's not a little bit of a negative, it's a big negative. It's the Maximum Pro League. And in Maximum Pro League, what happens more than not is you're going to end up wasting your time playing ranked matches. And let me explain. People are cowards. People are afraid of any kind of accountability. You can say, yeah, it's just a game. But if I play somebody all the way until the third quarter and they can just quit a game, there's no penalty, and I don't get credit for the game, that's a problem. And that's something that the developers need to fix. Yeah, I understand it. I don't know if it's overlooked or they expected everybody to actually be, credible people. People, what I have found out, especially online and in this environment, people are apes. And, as soon as they start losing, they can't handle, they quit. As soon as they throw a couple incomplete passes, they quit. As soon as they find out that you can't use a pass defense to stop the run, they quit. And that's where I will give this game a lot of credit for, even when you're playing online. You can't call a defense that's designed to stop the pass and think that you're going to stop the run and have success. You come out in a dime and I'm coming out in heavy run formations. I'm just going to run the ball all over you. And, it's not going to be like in Madden. Every now and then you might stop me for, maybe a 2 or 3 yard game, but you're not going to be able to pinch your lineman and just fly in there and hit me for a 3 yard loss and an incorrect defense. So I give the game credit there. But as of right now, online ranked, their MPL, it's a dice roll. And honestly, it would be hard for me to recommend it unless you were playing against a trusted friend, which you cannot do right now because the game does not have head-to-head in it, or I can just, you know, link up with my buddy and play a game and know that it's going to get complete. But they are working on it. They have stated that in the Discord. This is something that will be coming very soon, and a patch or an update. It's one of their top priorities to get this fixed. So there's been a couple good ideas. I'm a little bit of a lurker over on their Discord, and somebody had a great suggestion that when somebody does that, it should just be like a concede. But like once you start the game, you just can't quit. Like if you totally like rage quit, with a lot of people do, probably hit the power button or just alt control delete, and that should count as a win for you and a loss for them. And they should have a concede button where they concede and you still get the win, because gaining wins has a lot to do with earning your daily challenges. And so you're not making any ground unless you're just playing against the CPU. And I hate to say this, but I'm one of those people, if I'm playing the online mode, I want a live opponent on the other end. I can't play against the CPU just to get my dailies. So enough on that. That's something that I know that they're going to be fixing, and we'll get into a full review of that once again, like I said, in a couple of months when the game is fully released. Now, as far as the gameplay on the field, I'm very much enjoying it. I love the fact that whenever my wide receiver catches the ball downfield, that he's not always by himself and it's off to the races. In Madden, it seems like when somebody catches the ball, they're always running for an additional 10, 15, 20, housing the ball. In this game, you really have to put drives together to matriculate your way down the field. And I find that very enjoyable. And in the Dynasty mode, I know I'm hopping around a little bit here early in the morning. In the Dynasty mode, playing against the CPU is honestly very enjoyable. I've had a couple of nail biters, and yeah, it really feels like I'm playing football. It just feels totally different from college football or Madden. And I can't wait until all of this gets refined and they get the animations in, because I can assure you that this will be the title that I will be getting my football fix from. So with all that being said, right now for a free download, $20 if you want to play the Dynasty mode, my impressions are this is definitely worth your time to hop into. Let your creative juices get to flowing. And also, remember, just overlook a lot of the glitchy things that you see and know that these things are being fixed. This is early access. A lot of people out there tend to forget that early access is so developers can get a much larger sample size of bugs and different glitches that might appear in their game. And the PC crowd, guess what? We are the test dummies. And it's like anybody who played Undisputed, if you were in early access for that, you can completely understand how different early access was from the actual complete release of the game when it arrived on consoles. And I see this game going the same route. And I will add this in there also. If you haven't tried the game, which is ridiculous because it's free, I would recommend that you get in there and you try the game for yourself instead of listening to YouTubers. And that's even including myself. And hopefully, if you made it to the end of this video, I still want you to watch my videos, but I want you to get in there, get your hands on it for yourself, come to your own conclusion, and let's not have worm minds where we just follow the herd. Me personally, I am enjoying the early access. My impressions are overall, they are positive. For the first time for this game to step into the arena, I would give them a 10 out of 10. And we'll see where we go from here. But until next time, it's been Smokin' Jay, and I will see you either in the ring or on the field.